Hey guys, Metalwargod here. I have another installment of my mail update. Of course, I just did one here with the CDs. Now I'm going to get back into some of the vinyls here, and I hope you enjoy this. I haven't showed, there's quite a bit here. I gotta say, maybe 30-40 albums. I just haven't had the time to do videos. Today is the 4th, so I'm going to do a bunch of videos here and get them posted. First, I'm going to start off with, of course, playing in the background band called Stray. Good stuff if you're into the late 60s, early 70s psych, hard rock blues. Definitely check those guys out. Anyway, first up, I just picked these up, brand new from Hatchet, Dying to Exist. This is on the EMP group label, part of the Combat Records. I just got this yesterday, so I really haven't had a chance to hear this. But anyway, here is some Hatchet. Up next, I showed the CD of this, and I got the vinyl yesterday. Of course, Amanda Somerville Trillium, and the album Tectonic. This is out on Frontier Records, I believe. Yes, out on Frontier Records. Again, symphonic power metal. Got it yesterday. Haven't had a chance to really. Well, I've heard the CD, so I do know what it is. The vinyl should sound just as good, if not better, than the CD. So anyway, here's Amanda Somerville. Up next, these are reissues. Put out by AFM Records, and most of them are being re-released. These are actually anniversary editions, and I'm talking about Udo and Mean Machine. Let's see here. Originally came out in 1988, 89 in there, but anyway, this is an anniversary edition. So I picked this up, decent price. They range anywhere from 15 to probably 35. These were the lower price ones. And then I picked up Udo Animal House. Originally released in 87. This is on yellow vinyl. This is a gatefold edition. And it has includes the super track Lay Down the Law by Accept and Udo. So I picked these up fairly cheap. So anyway, I'm glad to have these. Up next, I know these are limited. I think I seen Rob from Black Star Vinyl show it, and I went and picked this up as well. I picked up Millennial Reign. I believe this is their 3rd release, The Great Divide. I had to get it. I have their others, so I had to pick this up on vinyl. I think the other ones I have are on CD only. So anyway, I picked up Millennial Reign. And now we're going to get into some 70s stuff. This has been re-released. And this band has a couple albums out. This is I think originally released in 1973. The band is called Gomorrah, and the album called Trance. Psyche hard rock. Your typical I wouldn't say your typical 70s hard rock stuff. Probably stuff you probably have not heard, but I picked this up for a decent price. It is a reissue. Of course, you'll never find the originals hardly. And if you do, like I say, they're going to be absolutely crazy. So anyway, here is some Gomorrah with Trance. Now these are stuff I got when I went to Fargo last week. And let's see here if I can get them all up. Okay. Alright, there we go. Little stack here. First up, some Vanilla Fudge. This is actually released in '84. This is called Mystery. And this has Mark Stein, Carmen Appice, Tim Bogert, and Vinnie Martell. I don't ever see this one. It was cheap, $4, so I picked it up. Like I said, it's on Atco, the Atlantic recording. So here is some Vanilla Fudge. And I picked this up because the cover's pretty decent. The only bad thing is it's got a little bit of writing on this corner up here. I picked up Atomic Rooster. I usually see this album, but it's always beat up. A lot of ring wear. This one doesn't have any ring wear. The vinyl's in very good shape. This, of course, came out in 1972 on Elektra Records. And I believe this is, this might be their first or second. Of course, you have Death Walks Behind You, which was their first, I believe. But anyway, here is some Atomic Rooster with Made in England. And then I'm filling up my tall collection, but I'm filling it up with more of the obscure tall stuff. A lot of the early tulls. I haven't gone to more of the commercial tulls, but I picked up tull here and Crest of Navi, released in what was this, 1987 on Chrysalis Records. Cover's in absolutely great shape. $4 fine, can't beat it. Up next, this vinyl shop I stopped in, which is called the Vinyl Giant, moved to a new shop by a bigger place. I seen this at the old shop a few times. I kind of passed on it not knowing what it really was. I just looked at the cover and I said, well, maybe. So then I turned it over and I started reading the back, and I'm talking about Oz 2, the Assassin. And just a little bit of what made me buy this was just when you thought it was safe to put your tennis racket back in the cupboard. Oz 2. Yes, folks, Greg Parker, the most exciting guitarist since Jimi Hendrix, formerly with Oz, has now decided to unleash some of his best recordings dug up from the vaults. So I picked this up for $10 on Zebra Records. So this is a cutout. Cover's in good shape, vinyl's in great shape. So look forward to this. And I was at Orange Records the same day. I don't normally go to Orange Records, as their vinyl selection is very small. They do carry a lot of new stuff, which is very high priced in my opinion. But I went in there anyway, and I picked up the brand new Orange Goblin, The Wolf Bites Back. It's on Spine Farm Records. I believe this is brand new, yeah, 2018 release. And I usually like most of Orange Goblin. It was in a decent price, about $20, so I picked it up. And then going through their used section, and most of it was pretty decent shape. Covers on most of the albums I've seen were in pretty decent shape. Not a lot of albums that had a lot of wear on them as far as cover wise. Most of the vinyls I looked at were in great shape. I came across this. I don't ever see any of this band stuff. Talking about MOD and Surfing MOD. I paid $4 for this. I think I have one on MOD on, not cassette, but vinyl, so figured why not for $4. And then This was another $4 find, a band from 1978 called Kayak. And let's see this is Phantom of the Night, kind of more progressive rock in nature. But I didn't have any Kayak, so I picked this up. And I don't see Kayak all that often, so I picked this up for, I think this one was $4 as well, so why not? And picked up this album from a guy that was a one-hit wonder. I hear a song on classic rock radio quite a bit, and I've always liked the song. And the name of the song is called Hold On, and I'm talking about Ian Gom and Gom with the Wind. And this came out in 1979. This is actually a promo copy. And I've been looking for some Ian Gom, and I've been particularly looking for this one. I finally found it. Cover's in great shape. The album is almost near mint. So I picked this up. Again, probably $4. So this is on Epic Records. So anyway, if you're not familiar with him, just go to Google, type in Ian Gom, Hold On, and you'll know who it is as soon as you hear the song. So anyway, good stuff here. I had this at one time, and I sold my first collection off. This was in it, and I wanted to get this band stuff back in my catalog, and I'm talking about a band called Crack the Sky and Safety in Numbers, and progressive rock. These guys are actually still around, if I'm not mistaken, but their 70s stuff is probably their best stuff. I do have some more Crack the Sky coming, but I can remember back in the 70s picking this up new for probably $2. And I think I paid $5 used for this. Good stuff. And this was a release on Black Friday. I'm not sure if it was, well, it was last year's Black Friday release. I've seen a couple guys on the VCLT show this, and the Vinyl Giant had this. I saw it, I didn't really pick it up. At the time, it didn't really interest me. And so anyway, I kept going back and seeing this, and so I knew nobody was really interested in it. And the last time before I picked this up, I didn't see it. So when the guy moved his store to his different location, I went and looked again, and I did find it. And I'm talking about Garage Days, American garage rock from the 1960s. And of course it has bands like Shadows of Night, the Groupies, the Bare Facts, the Red Dogs, the Pedestrians, the Vacant Lot, the Tikis, Ogner and the Night People, the Plunders, the Free, Frontline, Mojo Men, and this was a Black Friday release. I believe it was a year ago, April, this was released on Black Friday, so I picked it up. And so I'm just happy to get it. It was only 2,000 limited, so I was happy to get this. Printed in Germany. So if you like garage rock from the 60s, definitely look for it. And then, excuse me, I like this band's early stuff. The Captain and Me, Riding the Storm Out, or not, I'm thinking of a different band. The Captain and Me, for one. And I'm trying to think of the other one. Anyway, I really didn't care for the Michael McDonald era of this band. And they were kind of dormant for a while, and then they came back with this album here, the Doobie Brothers' Vicious Cycles, which I thought was a very strong return. Especially with the Doctor and One Chain Don't Make No Prison, Take Me to the Highway, Need a Little Taste of Love. But anyway, I had to pick this up. Decent price. I think it's a very strong album. This one is actually released in 1989, so I don't think they've released anything after this either. I could be wrong. If anybody knows, leave a comment below. So anyway, Doobie Brothers, Vicious Cycle. And then I do have this band's stuff. I'm waiting on one more album to come to complete the catalog, but I do believe I have this. But I picked this one up again since it was fairly cheap. And it is an original first pressing, and I'm talking about the band Boxer and the album Absolutely. This was released in 1977. Of course, it has Tim Bogert, Mike Pato, and of course they split up, and Mike Pato became more of a blues, hard rock bluesy in nature. But anyway, Boxer, great stuff. If you ever get a chance to check them out, do so. And then a band I wasn't really familiar with from the 70s. In fact, this was released in 1975. This is Krautrock from Germany. And I did a little research and I was checking them out. This band, let's see here. Anyway, the band is called Atlantis. And I believe this is their self-titled album. But it has Inga Rump on vocals. And her career was tied to three groups. The City Preachers, Frumpy, and of course Atlantis. And I love krautrock. I love a lot of German hard rock, early German progressive rock. But anyway, I never see this or even come across it much. So I picked it up. And here is Atlantis from 1975. And then I'm picking up this guy's stuff, early stuff. One of my favorite albums I do have coming. I don't really see it. I did see it one time. I passed on it and I haven't seen it since, but I did find a copy that is coming on Discogs. But I picked this up because I thought it was in very good shape. The vinyl's in very good shape. I picked up Derringer. And if I weren't so romantic, I'd shoot you. And I like more of the earlier Derringer stuff. I like Sweet Evil, one of my favorite all-time Rick Derringer albums. And but I got that one coming. I have this one. I got another earlier Rick Derringer. And anyway, I couldn't pass. I have a lot of this band stuff on CD. I needed to pick more of this up on vinyl, and these were two decent copies. Of course, before they were known this, they were known as Free, and I'm talking about Bad Company. And this is Running with or Burning Sky. Decent album, gatefold edition. Vinyl's in great shape. So I picked this up for like $8. And then I picked this one up as well since the cover is in very good shape. The vinyl's in very good shape. Picked up Straight Shooter. I've always loved Bad Company stuff. Of course, they're on the Swan Song label. And so anyway, finally got some Bad Company on vinyl. So anyway, guys, that was all I have for this update, and I'll see you next time on